Hey kids, Mr. Fly here, hope you're well, and welcome back to Kit Corner, where today I'm going to be reviewing this, by popular demand, my summer riding jacket. It's a Blauer HT riding jacket. It's waterproof, it's comfortable, it's stylish, and you can get it for both men and women. So if you're in the market for a jacket like this, stick around and stay tuned. So this jacket that I'm wearing at the moment is my current favourite summertime jacket. I wore it both in my recent Thailand tour and my Slovenia tour, and many people asked me if I'm going to do a review of it, so here it is. I've ridden with this jacket now for about a year, and I've ridden with it in temperatures ranging from anywhere from 18 degrees centigrade right the way up to 38 degrees centigrade. And as I say, it's my current favourite summer riding jacket. So before I take you through the features and functions of this particular jacket, it's worth just saying that I was so impressed with this jacket when I wore it last year. Before we went on our Thailand tour, I got another one for Mrs. Fly. So here it is. It's a very similar jacket. Well, in fact, it's exactly the same, except as you can see, it's got some extra detailing on the front in terms of this this grey panelling here. But otherwise, the features and functions are exactly the same on the jacket. So Mrs. Fly wore this one in the Thailand tour. You will have seen it there. Let me take you through the features and functions of the jacket. Okay, so to the features of the jacket then. I've written these down so I've got the manufacturer's blurb so I don't miss anything. First off, it's made of, the material is what they describe as a mixed nylon and lycra construction with what Blauer calls an elastane mesh and polyamide fabric. All I can tell you is it feels like a sort of a thinner version, if you like, of wetsuit material, like a neoprene type thing. Means it's very comfortable to wear, very lightweight, and it keeps its shape and it keeps its finish. You know, I think this still looks as good as the first day I got it, as does my wife's jacket, and that is down to that intriguing material that I've not come across before. Next feature about the jacket, which I really like, unlike the mesh summer jackets you get, because it's made of this sort of neoprene-like material, it is waterproof. So if you're going away on tour or whatever, you don't have to take a waterproof oversuit. You can just take this, it'll keep you dry. When we went to Thailand, if you watch those videos, you'll see we had some absolute tropical deluges. We had no other suits except these, and we kept dry, which is an excellent feature. Okay, next up on the list, oh, it's got splash-proof zips throughout as well, these proper rubber-coated type zips to help with the waterproof. It's got 2 external pockets and 2 internal pockets, which are really handy. And it's got what are described as CE shoulder and elbow protection. There is a little label inside that says what the CE protection is on it, and it's got these shoulder protectors as well. So it does have a degree of protection if you come off the bike. Okay, so that's basically it for the features of the jacket. What's it actually like on the bike? Okay, so here I am wearing the jacket out in Slovenia on a tour. I've been riding the jacket for a couple of days out here. It's been very hot the last few days. Yesterday it peaked at 37 degrees. Today at the moment it's about 22 degrees when I'm riding. And I have to say, in these sort of conditions, this jacket has proven ideal. It's nice and lightweight, very, very comfortable. You can open it up to get a bit of airflow, which is what I was doing yesterday. And you just don't feel anywhere near as sort of togged up and encumbered as you do in one of those full-on adventure jackets, which, although are great as all-rounders, when it gets really hot can become a bit of a nuisance. Of course, you couldn't wear this jacket in the cold. It doesn't offer lots by way of thermal protection, but it is claimed to be waterproof, so not any rain on this trip yet, so I haven't tested that on this trip, so I've can't comment on that at the moment. But certainly from a temperature control point of view, when you're riding in hot weather, indeed anything over about 18 degrees I've found centigrade, it's absolutely perfect. It's comfortable, looks good, and it's got a degree of protection in the shoulders and the elbows, which of course you need on the bike. Could do with a back protector. I think I'd be tempted to buy one of those back protectors that you can wear underneath it actually. But we're all adults, so you sort of make your own choice, don't you, between the trade-off between comfort and protection. Same thing goes with abrasion protection. The jacket doesn't offer much in the way of that, so you have to take your choice on that one. But overall, I found it great on this trip. Big thumbs up to the jacket when riding in very hot weather. Okay, so here I am on tour in Thailand. We've just had a massive tropical downpour. I'm wearing the Blauer jacket, and because it's lovely and warm here, it's 24 degrees at the moment. Even though the outside of the jacket is damp, I'm nice and dry and warm inside. I don't think it's a jacket that will sustain a massive deluge hour after hour, for sure. You might want something a bit more substantial, but for quick, sharp downpours, and believe me, it was a sharp downpour here, it seems to be working absolutely fine. So yeah, not only does it work in the heat, but it'll work in the rain too. So big thumbs up for the Blauer jacket in the rain. Okay, so much for riding with it on the bike then. Having ridden with this now for many thousands of miles and over a period of about a year, as I say, what do I think are the advantages and disadvantages? Well, I've written these down again so I don't miss anything out. Let's start with the upsides. First off, I would say that it does feel very comfortable to wear. It's one of the most comfortable jackets that I've worn on the bike, mainly because it is quite a thin material. You can move around easily, you don't feel like you're trussed up, and it is a sort of a stretchy material as well. So even if you're on a sports bike leant over, you can stretch, it doesn't ride up, very, very comfortable, which is probably the main feature that I like about it. Next up, I think it looks good. It is pretty stylish. You know, whether you're male or female, it looks good when you're riding the bike. Blauer is actually owned by an Italian design house, fashion house called FGF Industries. So I think that's reflected actually in the look of the jacket itself. Matter of opinion, of course, but I think it looks good. I love the fact that it's really light as well and scrunches right up. I mean, again, if you're on tour, you can stuff these in your panniers when you get to where you're going, and it just doesn't take up a lot of room, which is a great thing. Material, as I mentioned before, just stays looking as good as new. If it does get dirty at all, you can literally just wipe them down with a sponge, which is what I've done with these, and these still look as good as the day that we first got them. And I love the fact that they're waterproof, which is, as I mentioned before, quite unusual for a summer jacket. It's great in a shower, you'll be absolutely dry. In a tropical deluge like we've had it in, I imagine over a prolonged period of time it could get wet, but again, being quite a thin material, they dry out very quickly. So again, perfect jacket if you're going on tour. All right, fair enough for the upsides. What are the downsides? Nothing's perfect, is it? Well, there are one or two downsides, and I struggled a bit to come up with these, but the first one is they are quite expensive jackets. So they're about 200 quid. I searched the internet and I went to my favourite supplier, which is Sports Bike Shop. I'll put some links below. The female or the women's version is currently £219, and this one, the men's one, £209 at Sports Bike Shop. Does sound quite a lot of money for a summer jacket, but when you consider the quality, the style, the fit, the functionality, I actually think that's pretty good value. So that's the first point on the downsides. Next up, Blauer make no claims about the abrasion resistance on these. They're not, they haven't got any clever internal linings that means if you have an off on the bike and you go skidding down the road, that they're going to protect you in a sliding situation. So the jury's out on that. So a little bit of a shame there's no protection there, but that's the same with most summer jackets. Most mesh jackets don't have much in the way of abrasion protection either. And then last but not least, no back protector built in or no pocket for a back protector either. So if you want a back protector, you're going to have to buy one of those additional ones that you put on underneath the jacket, and it would easily fit and be quite comfortable. So they're the only downsides I could come up with a jacket. Okay, so there we have it. That's my review of the Blauer HT summer riding jackets. As you've gathered, I absolutely love these. I don't hesitate to recommend them to the house. Myself and my wife Carol, we're going to be riding with these for many years to come, I think. They are definitely one of the best, if not the best, summer jackets I've ever come across. So recommend them to the house. Links below, as I say, if you want to go and check them out. All right, that's it for this time. Look forward to speaking to you again soon. Till then, this has been the Mr. and Fly. Cheerio.